I mean, I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am because they've made this a home for me for the past years. And
AI and Satou Sabally just signed with the Indiana Fever, which was the best decision of her career. You may be wondering why you left the Dallas Wings after 5 seasons. Dallas was reliable, so let me explain the situation for you. As the superstar Caitlin Clark is rewriting the history books of the NBA, people want to try new things and don't want to play for Caitlin Clark and Indiana F. Sabally witnessed what the rest of us already know. Clark has the ability to alter a franchise's course, and Indiana is growing as a result of her.
They want to go to new things. Who don't want to come play for Caitlin Clark in Indiana?
Because it's a powerful move, and Sabally knows that the only way to soar is to link up with the game-changing one. He called for Clark to join him. After all, why wouldn't you want to fly with someone who is destined to take the Fever to new heights?
It looks like Satou Sabally possibly could be headed to Indiana. This very much has sealed the deal.
Let's be clear, Satou Sabally just turned the WNBA upside down by formally joining the Indiana Fever. This is the kind of move that makes people speak. Sabally is more than simply a player. She is among the league's most adaptable strikers with 5 strong. The statistics of a man you don't let walk out the door are 15.7 points, 7 rebounds, and 3.6 assists per game, which is what seasons with the Dallas Wings were all about. However, here we are, and the Fever just pulled off the biggest heist of the year.
One player on the Dallas Wing team is up in the air, and that is Satou Sabally. Now, she is a free agent, and many people are speculating she could be headed all the way up to Indiana.
Let's deal with the obvious. The Fever didn't get lucky. They didn't fall into this with a $650,000 cap space that was carefully calculated. Indiana has been making big movements lately. They aren't waiting for a miracle to happen. Instead, they're creating one. And guess what? Sabal has been eyeing her for a long. Don't believe me? Check her out. No comment on Dallas top draft pick, Paige Beers.
Now, everybody pretty much on the Dallas team has reacted to Paige pretty much coming to the damn.
Nothing that's not just quiet. That's deafening. It's as if she had one foot out the door the moment the Fever arrived. Not a single post, tweet, or even a vague best wishes.
She has been quiet online. Let's pull up her social media account right now because I'm telling you guys, this was spooky. Now, as soon as this news came out, and I was just, trying to see what everybody was saying, and it looked like she hadn't.
Now that Indiana is rejoicing as if they won the lottery, let's focus on Dallas. They ought to be reveling in the fact that they selected Paige Beers in the 2025 draft. This is a once-in-a-generation player who can score over 20 points per game without exerting much effort. But instead of doing so, they now look like the team that just lost their best player at the worst possible moment. It's like throwing the party of the year only to discover halfway through that your guest of honor dipped without saying goodbye. And let's discuss why Sabally left. After recovering from her injuries last year, she achieved career highs. 17.9 points per game and 45.2% three-point shooting is not only terrific for elite, but Dallas as well. Oh, they gave her a 1-year contract at $195,000. That seems excessive, but for a player like Sabally, that's small coin. Sincerely, it's offensive that there is no long-term security. No commitment, just vibes and a check that doesn't match her worth. Now, let's drag Dallas a little further, because they earned it. You get a player like Paige Beers who could lead your team into the next 10 years, but you blow the chance to keep Sabally. It's like buying a Ferrari and forgetting to buy it. Instead of that, Dallas looks like they're trying to piece together a plan that didn't work out.
The biggest question of the hour is, what do she feel about the Dallas Wings having this #1 pick? She has been extremely silent about it.
Meanwhile, the Fever is working well in Indiana, where they already have a core of young, hungry people. Caitlin Clark, Keely Mitchell, and Alyssa Smith are not merely athletes. They are future all-stars who are driven and understand how to win. Sabally is similar to adding a turbo engine to a car that is already quick. If you're a smart basketball player and you observe how she plays, you should want to play alongside her right away. Coach Stephanie White and General Manager Amber Cox aren't simply managing a team. They're creating something that might rule the league for years.
Queen, you still got your eyes on Indiana Fever. We still want you, and that is the truth.
Obtain this information from an insider. Simply leak. And don't forget about the defense check that Sabally offers to the table. Check for clutch shooting. Double check. Painting birds as if it were an art form. Fans of the Indiana Fever are aware that she is the type of player who can alter the course of a game simply by taking the court, and they've been flooding social media with posts like, "This is our year," and "Indiana Fever Dynasty loading." The excitement isn't just about her skill, it's also about the hope she represents. The hope that Indiana can finally return to the championship-winning form they haven't seen since 2012. To be clear, if you wanted evidence that Caitlin Clark is the one luring talent to the Indiana Fever, Satou Sabally provided it. Fans call Clark a one-woman show that is redefining what it means to be a WNBA superstar, the GOAT. Through his ability to cram arenas and overwhelm defenses, Clark's emergence as a generational talent has made Indiana the league's most sought-after destination in 2024 alone. The WNBA has nearly miraculously sold out 10 home games.
I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play.
With Sabally's deadly 40.6% shooting from beyond the arc and Clark's brilliant playmaking, the league's other teams will be left reeling as they attempt to determine which player to target. Time bomb to dissipate the double team. The target practice is to concentrate on Solly, and Clark is cool Sabally out there draining threes like that. Great Clark will simply cut through defenses and do what she does best, making others seem foolish. One analyst even referred to Clark as her own economy, which, in all honesty, best captures her impact. This isn't hype, this is fact.
It's the one player that I would say gives Indiana Fever the brightest future, because Satou's like 24, 26 years old. She's coming into her prime, and she is a free agent.
Remember that Caitlin Clark is a movement in addition to being a basketball star. She's not just selling tickets. She's selling hope, ambition, and a vision of greatness. Sabally saw the writing on the wall. This wasn't just about basketball for her. It was about joining a force that is revolutionizing the WNBA. Her presence has completely changed what it means to play for the Fever. Playing with Clark is a chance to redefine your career, not just a bonus.
Hopefully she make her way to Indiana. As of right now, we don't know. But one thing I can tell you, it don't look good for Dallas because she's extremely quiet. I believe she won't up out in Dallas, bro. She's been there for a minute, and look like she probably want to go to new things. Who don't want to come play for Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever?
Has been putting up numbers that scream superstar, and she's not just competing on the international scene. She's leading, dominating, and demonstrating why she's one of the league's most sought-after free agents. That kind of success abroad not only creates buzz, but also boosts her stock in the WNBA, where teams know they're getting more than just a good player. They're getting someone at the top of their game, ready to make an impact on both ends of the court. And then there's the Dallas drama. Let's not pretend that this didn't play a role. Sabally's unwillingness to share the limelight with rookies has been the subject of circulating reports. The phenom Buckers for Paige Buckers is anticipated to be a generational talent, but why should Sabally, who has already shown her value, take a backseat when she can be the focal point of something exceptional? That's where the Indiana Fever come in. They didn't just see her value, they appreciated it. Rumor has it that Sabally had been in talks with Fever management long before this became public. These talks were about their vision for creating a championship contender and giving Sabally a key role in that mission. Unlike the New York Liberty, for example, who are struggling with salary cap issues with their roster of max players, the Fever had the resources and the foresight to lock Sabally in. Let's take a moment to commend Fever management because they're playing chess while other teams are barely figuring out checkers. They didn't just throw money at Sabally. Instead, they carefully assembled a team around her with Caitlin Clark, Smith, Nalissa Currently, Satou Sabally, and Kelsey Mitchell almost suddenly. Indiana has transformed from an underdog to a serious contender for the championship. This isn't only team building, it's empire building. The number 1 draft pick should have been Dallas's chance to shine, but instead they're left holding the bag. Dallas fumbled the bag in spectacular fashion, allowing Sabally to walk. This isn't just a loss, it's a franchise-altering error, similar to winning the lottery but forgetting to cash the ticket. Paige Buers is the kind of player that franchises dream of, and she could have been the ideal complement to Sabally's dominance.